We are in the top 4. Are you ready? Blackwing versus Traptrix. Begin. Perfect ban list. The community has banded together to create the perfect Yu-Gi-Oh ban list, encompassing everything we love in Yu-Gi-Oh. Powerful cards, interactivity, and perfect balance. But of course, we won't get it perfect on the first try, and that's where you come in. Initially, the ban list is created by Twitch chat. After every episode, it's up to the top 3 most liked YouTube comments with one big change to help improve the ban list. This could be anything from unlimiting, limiting, forbidding cards, or even banning entire deck types. Now, let's embark onto the perfect ban list. All right, Pudica on someone's going to add from the deck nothing because we're going to be negated from adding the Traptrix Garden. Negate. So we held on to the Ash, we impermed instead because the Sarah is unaffected from impermanence. So we already have the Traptrix Garden, set our back row pass. Now, what does the Sarah do? She is going to, after a normal trap's activated from either player, you could special summon a Traptrix in the deck, and then that Traptrix activates. And then when your Traptrix activates, you could set a hole from your deck. So let's get to it. We also have a Solemn Strike. 1500 life will negate a special summon or a monster effect. Yeah, buddy. This, I feel like, is a good negate, right? You would Solemn Strike the Simoon. Look at that effect. It's setting up a black whirl. Oh my gosh, it went through. That is wild. Actually went through. Searching our deck here. Come forth and summon our Sudri. Sudri is going to be Chain Link Block in the Solemn Strike. We're going to be searching our deck for 2 cards. As we already searched for an additional 2 cards, we've searched for 4 cards now through the effect of the Black Whirlwind. We're going to be using the effect of Shamal to set up a Black Feather Whirlwind. And now we're going to Traptrix Hold Nightmare. The Nightmare is going to negate the effect and destroy the monster that was just special summoned. So, let's get to it. I don't think so, mate. Negate and destroy. Very well done. We are now going to trigger the effect of Sarah, which the Ash will be able to negate. Do we use Solemn Strike to negate the Ash? Yes, we do. What is going on? Let's negate. As we now are going to summon from the deck of Traptrix, and then trigger the effect of Sarah to set a hole. The Myrmelio taking out the Black Feather Whirlwind as the Sarah sets up the whole T. And now the Sudri is going to tribute off to summon a token at level 2 Tuner. Now, with that level 2 Tuner, we're making a level 6 Synchro Wicked. Wicked is going to be activating the send from the deck as we Chain Link Block with the Shamal. The Shamal is going to be grabbing Blackwing back to our hand as we are also, as I said, sending from the deck and changing our level. We're going to send a Zephyros. The Zephyros is going to return back the Black Whirlwind to special summon itself from the grave. As we special summoned onto the field, our Sharnga, we're now making the Nothung. Nothung allows an additional normal summon. So you see here, 0 normal summons available. Activate Black Whirlwind, additionally summon the Sudri. Trigger the Black Whirlwind and the Sudri more than once in the same turn, by the way. It's a soft once per turn. Searching our deck for 2 more cards. How many times have we searched in this turn? 6, 7 cards I think we've been adding as we now turn this into a Chaos freaking Angel. Now the Chaos Angel, let's click on the card, not from the dual log. On the field, you click on it, it will then show you, was it made with light or dark or both? So it will be affected by monster effects, but unaffected from being destroyed by battle. All your monsters, by the way. Take out the whole T. We're now going to be special using the effect of the Chinook. Chinook is going to be negating the Myrmelio, and Light Breeze is like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm out. Are you a true Traptrix player if you don't have the dual field for Traptrix? What's up with that? Let's start this off with the Myrmelio. On normal, we search for a hole. On special, we pop a back row. We're not going to get Nibiru. Not as a Traptrix player. That's impossible, right? Right? Oh, summon 3, summon 4, summon 5. Now, we can't get Nibiru because we have the Gravedigger Trap Hole, which states that if a monster activates in the hand or graveyard, you get to negate and inflict 2,000 to your opponent. But it's in the hand, right? So what's going to happen here? We should summon the monster that could activate it from the deck. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rafflesia. There you go. 5 summons, and we can negate. Rafflesia, quick effect. There you go, right in the dual log. We're going to be copying a whole normal trap that meets the activation conditions from your deck to the graveyard. Now, let's get to it. Wait, We detached Hull T. We didn't send it. We detached. We sent the Gravedigger Trap Hole, as I said. Very well done. Now, there's a trap I'm unfamiliar with, and it's, what the heck is this? Time Space Hole. When your opponent special summons monsters from the hand or extra deck, shuffle those monsters into the deck. Huh? That's interesting. Does not negate, so if they have trigger effects, they're going to pop off, and it's only on special summon, not normal. Okay, let's go. We are small world, and we're going to build a bridge to banish the Kaiju to grab a Chinook. Sure. We're going to be using the Chinook to send itself to the graveyard to target the Rafflesia to negate. Now fully negated, now cannot negate something like Simoon. Activate Simoon, but we have the Gravedigger already set, right? Gravedigger back-to-back turn 1 and turn 2, negating a card activating in the hand or in the grave. So I'm thinking, is Gravedigger great against Tenpai? Maybe Traptrix is something you should be playing against Tenpai to Gravedigger Trap Hole through the Sangan summoning, just negate their in-hand effects. Chandra can't special summon. We're gonna imperm negate the Sudri from searching our deck. We were searching, I don't think so. Negate, you will not be grabbing a card that mentions Blackwing Dragon. We're now going to be banishing the Hull T to reborn the Myrmelia, which could pop a back row card on the field, but there's no back row to pop, but it still is a mandatory trigger, so it still activates. Taking out the Sarah, but the Sarah already triggered to set up another Hull T from the deck into our back row. We're holding on to the Rafflesia effect for that Nibiru. No, we're not. We're going to link right off into a Sarah, but we remember there's a Nibiru, right? It's public knowledge. Sarah's going to trigger off the Hull T, summon a Danae. We're on summon number 4. If we were to reborn from the graveyard, not yet. So this was on summon. This is on normal. On normal summon, reborn a monster. On special, reset a trap. So I thought it was going to special summon, but now, Adipus on summon number 4. Adipus is now going to banish a trap from the grave to destroy a monster in the field. We have 5,500 damage, enough for lethal. Let's freaking go. Let's get to it. Let's do it. I am not familiar with Blackwings doing this. I think when I played Blackwings last, Dissipator didn't exist. What the hell are we doing? Making a Brave Strix, that's also new. Huh? Why Strix trigger setting up the skip force? This is crazy. Searching our deck for Kali. Wait, Kali Yuga's not banned in our tournament? Chat, you're in charge of the ban list. It's called the perfect ban list, and you did not ban Kali Yuga. Really? Can someone check the ban list in Discord? Did we really not ban Kali Yuga? You gotta be kidding me. What the hell? This is not my problem, it's yours. As we make an Ultimate Falcon unaffected by all other card effects. Okay, sure. We're gonna Zephyros return back the Blackfeather Whirlwind, reactivate it, summon a Synchro Monster, trigger, reborn a banished or engraved monster, making the full armor master, and now I don't even know what this card does. What the heck is this? A Darkness Metal Dragon? When did this come out? You could target a monster that's banished from the graveyard, special summon it to a zone this points to, but its effects are negated. Also, you cannot summon link monsters for the rest of the turn, and the summon monster is placed at the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Whoa. Well, that's how you set up the Magic Launch. Magic Launch onto the Falcon, and then you win with Kali Yuga. The Armor Master is completely unaffected. They're going to burn for 700 every time they activate a monster effect. We have Dissipator, which can destroy a monster in response to it activating. And just like that, Kali freaking Yuga. Kali Yuga immediately applying the effect of you are negated. So we're going to swing in our Boudica, and that's it. So why not set back row? Well, the Kali Yuga destroys all back row during the end phase. So I think you all have some explaining to do on why the Kali freaking Yuga is allowed in a perfect ban list. What the hell? We've been doing these tournaments for almost a year now. I think more than a year. And for a year, Kali Yuga's not been a problem? Damn. Win style is gonna get Kali Yuga banned. Definitely. Let's keep on going. Huh? Sent 2 pass? We're gonna play Orcust before the new Orcust cards come out. Are you out of your mind? Let's go. FM production with the Marjoram. I'm loving it. We have unexpected dice. Summon for the deck. Loki into the Dryas. Activate Dryas. Searching for the Sowing. Let's go. Rika is banned for this event. we banned Rika. By the way, Rika is banned. So what the hell is going on? We got the Sunseed Twin. Now, they can play up to 2 Rikas. That's it. Dryas is going to be triggering, summoning the healer. Healer going to heal. So quite a bit of hand traps here as we now make the Rosemary. Playing through Veiler, Imperm, Ash, Droplet, 4 back-to-back hand traps. And do we still have plays or not? The Rosemary is now negated from searching for an Aroma card. Now, the Rosemary during the opponent's turn doesn't do anything. She has no special effects. So we just have Droplet and Ash. We have the Orcust Nightmare in grave, which is going to be target the Rosemary to send a card from the deck to the grave, but it's going to get negated. I don't think so. You ain't sending nothing. Now, through the effect of just the cloak, we're going to get the cloak into the graveyard so we could banish it to add a Phantom Knight card from our deck to our hand. We already used up the normal summon. So we search for the scales and then we pray. Pray, because this is the only way. Well, your prayers came true. Thanks to Nova. There you go. Good job. Now, off the top of the deck, we have a Nibiru, but we have scales. What the heck? Discard the Nibiru to make a play? Is that not something we could do? Oh boy, are we screwed. Take out these scales, open field. Scales could trigger off of another card from the grave being banished. I can't believe we're just saying. We do have the setup through the Call by the Grave and the Droplet though. We now have the Fog Blade, which can negate the Rosemary, stop it from, making any big plays or even attacking. Just like that, negate the Rosemary, poke for 2k. Let's speed on through this. Main phase 2, Bangle Lancer is going to be able to spin a monster the opponent controls back to the hand. We're going to use the Fog Blade to reborn the Torn Scales. We're going to use the Finger to finger that Torn Scales. I do not think so. You will not be discarding Nibiru to set up your graveyard during the next turn. Drop it off the top of the deck. We set it pass. You want Yu-Gi-Oh! To be slower? This is it. This is what you want? Dead unexpected dies? Regular beatdown 2500? Is this lethal damage? No, it's not. 1250, 50 freaking life points. Are you ready for the comeback of the century? This is it. Off the top of the deck, a horse with no card to discard. Damn. That could have been, we would have clapped. Holy moly, we had it. Lethal damage. Let's hop into game number 2. Let's go. Bestial Lubellian discard searching for a Magna Hut. Let's get to it. We got King Sark. Did we randomly mill? Oh, we randomly milled the Babel. Because the Babel is needed to make the combat skeleton, the symbol skeleton that is, a quick effect to reborn the Dingirsu to send a card in the field to the grave. So the Zombie Vampire helped us make the play, but then also screwed up our play by randomly milling the card we need. Now, I asked the question to all of you. What do you do with the Babel in the graveyard? Is there a way to add it back to the hand or get it onto the field? If this card's in the graveyard, except the turn it was sent to the grave. It was just sent to the grave. So we could not use its inherent effect to send a card from the hand to add it back to your hand. It adds itself, correct, yes, but not the turn it's sent to the grave. So he got screwed. There's nothing he could do. Damn. Wait for the new Link 1. The Link 1 adds it from the graveyard. Is that what it would have done? Ash, negate the unexpected die. Mate, we're going to call by the grave, finger that Ash. This is a risky Ash. Having this eat your Ash means that they could have another copy in their hand and then you get screwed. Well, it worked out because we're fingering that Ash. It was good enough to finger. We do have Masquerena, but Masquerena can't go into an Apollo USA. It could go into a Little Knight. We have not... why can't it go into Apollo? Don't get confused. It's because our custom ban list, all right? Apollo's banned. That's why. Otherwise, it would be able to go into it. We're going to use the Forbidden Droplet, send our backer card, negate the Dryas here. No summon for you. No add, that is, to then summon. We're going to normal summon Rosalina, and now we're going to make our Little Knight play, right? Forbidden Droplet. Discard the blend from the hand to negate the Masquerena mate. Just like that, holding on to the Ragnarika Bloom. Very well done. As we summon from the deck through the Rosalina, as we now make a Jasmine. We're going to trigger the Laurel to gain life, which will trigger the Jasmine and search for a Borea. Borea special summon from the graveyard by equipping the Regulus. How did that Regulus get in the grave? What the heck? It was randomly milled off of the zombie vampire. So many things are going wrong here. Yeah, it randomly got milled. So now the Borea is an Omni Negate. Right away, mate, we can negate anything. We can negate the Druid Swarm. Now we are going to be special summoning our Lone Fire. Lone Fire tribute off our Jasmine, summon a Loki into another Dryas. This is not a hard once return. Activating again, grabbing a Sowing. Sowing summon from the deck a Twin. Twin is going to reborn the Loki, summon a Healer through the Dryas, heal for 300. Make a Melius, link 3, reborn the Loki from the graveyard, link off into a Thrasher. Thrasher going to get boosted up to 3,200, and it's going to have 2 attacks. And if it destroys a monster by battle, it can steal it. Bangla Lancer, return back the Masquerena. Aroma Blend in the graveyard is going to activate to Fusion Summon. Fusing with the graveyard to make a Magnolia. Magnolia is here. Let's get to it. We are open field double Thrasher for 32-32. Druid Swarm is going to be negated by the Borea. As I said, send the Regulus to negate. Looks like we have a 2-0 victory happening here. Hit for 25. Open field 32. 32. Let's freaking go. Nicely done. 2-0. All right. All right. Begin. Normal summon the Shamel, special summon the Harmattan. We're going to use the Shamel to set up the Black Feather Whirlwind as we now make a full Armor Master, completely unaffected from all other card effects. So how do you out this? Goddess is one of the main ways to out it. You could destroy it by battle, get bigger than 3,000, or Goddess. So do we have Goddess in our own extra deck? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. This is going to be a big problem, right? We got the Finger and the Unaffected. Oh boy, let's see it. Let's out the Unaffected. We're going to summon a Loki from the deck, Shokan into a Dryas. Dryas on activation, grab a Sunvine Sowing. We're going to put a counter onto it, which, what does the counter do? During your own turn, you're going to be able to target a monster with a wedge counter and take control of it permanently. What the heck? Sunvine Sowing, summon for the deck of Loki. Ideally, you want to summon a Twin, but the Twin's in our freaking hand, mate. What the hell? We're going to Dryas summon a Healer. Some people want to play more than one Twin. I'm not saying that's what you should do. We're going to normal summon the Twin, so now we don't have a normal summon on Rosalina. Reborn the Loki from the grave for the Shokan into a Jasmine. Jasmine as we link up into a Dryas, and the Loki is going to be made into a Healer. Do not turn Loki into Dryas. You want to turn the effect monster into a Dryas, and then the Loki, the non-effect monster, into the Healer, because it says has to be a normal monster, and the Dryas does not say normal monster. So let's get healing. With the Healer, heal on the Dryas, and we're going to Finger the Healer in grave. Damn. So stopping the heal, which stops the Jasmine from searching for a plant. No heal for you. Let's see what we can do. Continually give wedge counters onto everyone. Jasmine, tribute off the negated Healer. Summon a Blossom from the deck. We're going to Rosalina, gain some life. So all you did was negate me from gaining life, and I gained life anyway. Borea is going to equip the Loki from the graveyard to summon itself onto the field. Borea is going to send a Loki to search our deck for the Disc Coliseum. And yep, wedge counter again. I hate that. Come on, just let's go. Disc Coliseum, grab the Regulus. And if we're locked into plant monsters, you can't summon the Regulus, so you do have to be careful about that. Rosemary, grab an Aroma Blend from the deck as we now activate the Aroma Blend to set up a trap from the deck, which will be the Blessed Winds, not the Humid. Blessed Winds get reborn from the graveyard. It's nuts. We're making another Jasmine. And now, since we're not plant locked, we're going to be reborning the Borea. Equipping it, that is. As we summon the Regulus, we now have an Omni Negate. We're going to use the Blessed Winds to return a card from the graveyard back just to gain life to trigger the Jasmine to search for a Rosalina. Sure. And now let's further link this up into a Melius. we are now officially bigger than the full Armor Master. That's completely unaffected from all card effects. As you now make a Thrasher. Thrasher also bigger than the Armor Master. And the Thrasher does have an additional effect that a lot of people don't know about. When it destroys a monster by battle, you could special summon that monster to a zone a Link monster points to. So, yeah, we got Link monster zones pointing. We got the Rosemary, Thrasher, get thrashing, activate, take control of the full Armor Master. Ain't no way. Now, even though it's unaffected by other card effects, it is still negated. So what happens if a skill drains face up on the field, you summon a full Armor Master? It is negated. If it's already face up on the field, then you activate a skill drain, it is not negated. So it's whichever comes first, the unaffected or the negate, it's going to be in place, all right? Lethal damage. Very well done. Holy moly, loving it. Wow. Let's go. Hidden Hands. We have Sudri on summon after losing game 1. Gonna get negated by the Imperm. We didn't hard open up our Simoon. What the hell is that, mate? Are we screwed now? No Black Whirlwind, no Simoon. What are you doing? Return your hand back to draw the same number of cards. As many as we want. 1, all three. Let's go. Back into the deck. Oh, you got drolled. What the heck? Can no longer add for the rest of the freaking turn. Cross out. You play Droll also? Yes, we do. Mallet randomly drawing into a crossout to negate the Droll and Lockbird. That is wild. Special summon a Harmonian. I feel like we're ending on Little Knight, aren't we? Uh-oh, that is an issue. What are we doing with just a Little Knight? Imperm, no Imperm. Okay, 1 for 1. Discard the Droll. Summon a Loki from the deck. Shokan into Dryas. Do we banish the Dryas here? We're holding. Do we banish the Dryas on the Sowing? Activate the Sowing. No. When do we Little Knight banish? Now the Dryas triggers. Sure, we could have banished it on the trigger because it would not have summoned then. As we then make a... Has to summon where it points to, right? Or if you banish it, it still summons. Oh, no, it would still summon. It's not to where it points to. Oh, wow. That's it. Little Knight dead. I think we probably had to just banish the Dryas, right? I mean, we ate up a battle phase. And thanks to the new art zoom in, it's got a face, right? That's not just randomly just a couple holes in the middle of the tree, right? Oh my gosh. Let's go. Sunvine Healer. Let's trigger the Jasmine, searching for a Borea. Borea equip the Sunseed Loki. As we then send the Loki, search our deck for the Disc Coliseum. Disc Coliseum, searching for the Regulus, tribute off the Healer, summon a Blossom, make the Rosemary. Rosemary, search our deck for the Blend, get blended. Regulus, equip the Borea from the graveyard. We have an Omni negate. Blossom, send itself to the graveyard. This is main phase 2. MP2. Summon the Ragnarika, search for the Bloom. With the Bloom, we're going to special summon a banished card for the Shokan into the Skeletal Soldier. We are now going to be reborning the Blossom through the effect of the Samurai Beetle being sent to the grave for a Ragnarika Link. Gain life after making a Jasmine. Search our deck for an Angelica. Blend's going to set up the Blessing, which could reborn from the grave or give us life. We're going to be summoned the Natura Rose Whip, which is a floodgate, mate. What the hell is this? Your opponent can only activate 1 spell and trap card each turn. Is that really good? Is that good? Is that a floodgate? Think about your own deck, your favorite deck right now. Does this kill you? Well, we're going to further Shokan into the Resurgence, and let's go. So what do? Spin a monster back, can only activate 1 spell and trap card per turn, negate anything, reborn a monster from the grave, which is not a form of disruption here. I don't think anything's disruptive. Let's go. Evenly matched, but there's a freaking Regulus, mate. Ain't no way. Evenly matched, negated by the Regulus. Now, did we negate the activation or the effect? We negated the effect. We can't activate another spell or trap. That's it. You can only activate 1 spell and trap. That was it. No more. No more. Reborn the Rosalina. Rosalina, summon from the deck, Marjoram. end phase, and we could gain some life, trigger the Marjoram, banish, 3 cards from the opponent's graveyard if we want to. Shokan into the Synchro, sweet Marjoram, searching for the Dried Winds. Aroma Blend is going to fusion summon with the graveyard, come forth and summon. Magnolia is now here. Blend is going to return back to gain some life. We're going to try to negate a card in the field, nothing to negate, search our deck mate, and just like that, over 14,000 damage. FM production. Did you go 4-0 in the top 4? 4-0. All right, chat, this is your job. You have to now restrict and ban from the top 4. Ideally, what is going to be good to make the perfect ban list better? Do we ban Kali Yuga? Loki, you're banned. Loki is banned. Kali Yuga is now banned. So those are going to be the new bans in our perfect ban list. Let's see what the perfect ban list is looking like, something like this. So the new bans will be Loki and Kali Yuga. And then we don't have to do it. We banned a normal monster. That's right. We're going to keep Jasmine. Jasmine's okay for regular Aroma. Loki gets nuts. Let's just get rid of the Loki. So Loki, normal monster, banned. Second place, Blackwings with some Raid Raptors. Raid Raptor Blackwings. You got Kali Yuga banned. Congratulations, win style. Good job on that, my friend. So we definitely going to be banning Kali Yuga, as we said. And then first place, Aroma Plant. Got some notes for here. Very nice. The deck was inspired by DK's Aroma deck. Nuts. FM Productions, thank you very much. You were amazing, and you got first place. And because of that, we got to ban your Loki. You're too good. But I think you could still do well without the Loki, right? You got Ragnarika, you still got the Rosalina and Lone Fire Blossom. So thank you, FM Productions. You are great. You're amazing. You won the whole event. I appreciate you greatly. Good stuff. So all of you, check out the comments here and read that. And let's go.